What's up, guys? This is ComJak here, and today, or actually yesterday, beta 0.91 of Running with Rifles was released for free, I guess. There was a multiplayer session on the IRC in which if you joined us, you would be able to get a free copy of 0.91 only. And then there was a huge multiplayer session after that. I don't know how it went. I was in bed due to stupid time zone differences. But this is pretty much 0.91. There's going to be an actual release. It might be slightly different, but all the main core mechanics are still there. First thing I noticed. Look at that. Look at the gibs. They are brand new for crates. Not a big deal, but it actually looks way cooler than before. Alright, so let's actually get into it. In the options menu, we've got a couple more options now. We've got surface effect, and that's it for this one. So, in the visual options, we've got line of sight, helper, and line. And, what else do we got? I guess that's it as well. My bad. So yeah, so the line, the helper and line gives you a little line from the helper to the target. It's a little bit of a, just kind of lets you know what you're aiming at, so you're not aiming at walls and stuff. And I will try and show you something. So let's go over into one of the new maps. I did Wakeland last time, so let's do Insular Complex today. Start up. Loading times for maps have been drastically decreased, apparently. And let's see if that's true. There you go. I don't know how much faster that was, but it seemed a lot faster, so let's bump it up to 100. Yeah, we got a new little menu here, so when you're playing quick matches, you can set your own XP, set your own RP. Yeah, accuracy now is a percentage. I don't know what that means. I don't know if 50 is average, like if 50 was the standard before. Or, no, I just have no idea. So I put it up to 100. I do okay. Username, faction, same old. Get started here. Mechanics-wise, I've noticed one huge change, and that is, or couple. Let me take that back. Yeah, I've noticed a couple. One of them is that the armory is no longer sells every single weapon. The armory will sell. Let me show you here real quick. For if you're on the green team, it will sell you the more NATO-y weapons. Let me show you the green selection. So yeah, that's it. And you'll notice a cover deploy. Let me show you that as well. Let's buy that. So you can't buy everything here, if you notice. Vests work the same way, and everything else does. So I'm going to show you the cover. This is the cover. Kind of looks funny, but it's basically a little placeable crate, essentially. Vehicles can drive over it, and you just click in a direction, and your guy will set it up. Boom. Make sure to switch back to your primary weapon before you're doing anything. There you go. Placeable cover. Grenades will destroy it. I don't think Jeeps can destroy it. Trucks and tanks and APCs can all run over it, as you would kind of expect. So yeah, that's a new mechanic here, a little barrier. And while I'm at it, I'm going to switch over to gray. So let's start a new game. Boop. All right, and here I can buy a different set of weapons essentially. You'll notice I don't have the G36, I don't have the Mossberg, and probably a couple of others. And I'm not sure why the M240 is here. It's still in the works, guys. This is a new kind of concept just introduced. So I'm pretty sure I can carry multiple covers. Click it. Yeah, so you can stack them. May as well figure out how many you can stack it up to. I guess 3 is the max. So yeah, just switch to your secondary. We've got a new set of animations. It looks kind of jankety when you're walking around or hopping over fences, but you get the gist of it, right? I mean, it's a little placeable cover that if you need some help, or you want a fortified position, you get a bunch of guys, and make yourself a little bunker. Wow. Sweet. Alright, so this is Fort ComJak. You're not allowed inside. No girls allowed. Actually, only ladies allowed. Which means none of you suckers. Get out of here. Okay, next thing. This is another huge thing. We've got one new vehicle and a whole lot more artillery, call strikes. Hope you guys can't see this AVG internet security thing that's in my bottom right hand corner, because that's not supposed to be there. Alright. So, unlike before where you had one strike active at this all the time in the bottom here, you now have this radio pack, and the green dots underneath shows you kind of your relative RP levels. And now you use RP to call strikes. I mean, that's how it always was. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold down the artillery strike button, or not the artillery, the strike call button, right? So you hold it down, and notice that there's a red circle here, and then you get a selection. Whatever you select here, whatever you click, will drop there. So be sure you're aware of that, and you don't accidentally drop it on yourself. Or you could hit 1 through 9. Or 1 through plus. If you go into the controls config, you can change all the calls. Each call number correlates to the calls that I just showed you. So 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the plus sign. I don't know where 9 is, but there you go. So here's the Humvee. I'm going to drop one for us here. Just click it. Done. I've got plenty of RP because you can set that now. It's amazing. And it'll plane will fly over and it'll drop. And you can kill people with it. So, this is the Humvee. It's a little bit. I got a little squad here. It's basically a better armored Jeep with a gun on it. Honestly, though, for firepower, it's going to be inferior to the Jeep, because the Jeep you could have up to 4 people running around in it or shooting out of it at the same time. But with the Jeep, you get added protection. That just went to all hell. God damn. Alright, so that's the Humvee. I think it takes it has 2 hit points, so 2 explosive hits will destroy it, which is also better than the Jeep. Let's go through. Crap, sorry. Let's just go through a couple more. There's artillery. There's fire missions, where it's just mortar strikes, I'm guessing, and artillery. I'm gonna call down an 8-round artillery on what should be the brown base right now. So just to give you an idea. So the first two, strike number 1 and 2, are identical to the old ones. I'm just kind of curious because that guy's actually prone, and you usually don't see that happen. So I'm gonna call it down here. I could also just hover over and hit 6. That's what I'm gonna do, and that's a call as well. So this is an artillery. This is 8 rounds of artillery. It's basically an area denial, and you will kill a lot of your own people until AI figures out how to avoid those areas. So I just killed my entire squad pretty much, and a lot of others. Whatever. It's fun. You gotta call those you can call those if you're maybe behind enemy lines and you've, snuck up on a base. You just need to clear out real quick. So it costs what, 800 RP. That's quite a bit. So now you can do a bunch of crazy shit. So I'm gonna move my squad over here. I don't think much has changed in that regard. I'm gonna drop a tank on them. The vehicles kind of drop pretty fast. Boats, the boat, Humvee, and the tank, they kind of drop really fast. They don't drop with a parachute or anything. That's gonna be fixed, I think. It's just kind of a little visual thing that we want to change. I got a Mona Lisa. Thanks, friendo. Alright. Tank works just like a tank. In regards to new weapons, I believe there are no new weapons you have not actually seen before. The Neostat has been re-implemented. It was taken out a couple versions ago because it was just a sack of shit. And so So now it's back in. It's got new shooting sound, which is one of the reasons it's a sack of shit. And looks sweet. Alright. It's a really weird sound right now. I'm gonna drive away so you don't hear it. Another thing you can notice. Blood decals. Look at that. If I shoot someone and they don't die, if I can shoot them, blood comes out, right? And you saw you can see the blood kind of pool on the ground. Kind of looks a little weird, just because it's kind of blotchy rather than splattered, but it adds a lot, surprisingly. And that's it. So now we have a proper timer and everything, and I'm on my knees, as always. So I'm gonna call a tick on myself, or a boat. Start a boat. Obviously, a boat will not work on land, so we're gonna want to call that in the water. Where's my boat? Give me my boat. Where's the boat? Might be because the game's over. Anyways, that's most of the changes to 0.91. This has been ComJak. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.